I'm Dr. Simon Frost and I teach Cultures and Materialities. From this unit you'll gain expertise in how reception and production conditions affect your story. And that could be the story you tell about yourself on your CV or something, or the story you tell for a client. The skills you acquire there can be used in anything from feature writing to any kind of communication management.
Narrating identities has a very broad range of applications, and it can be used in pretty much any part of the communications industry, marketing, advertising, teaching, or creative pursuits such as script writing or novel writing or elsewhere. Any situation in which you have to give people a little information on who you are as a person.
My name's Hewell Dix and I'm the unit leader for Mediating the Nation. This, I think, is a very timely and exciting unit where we'll look at some of those different media and how the ideas of Britain and Britishness are played out in those media. We'll be looking at media practice and drawing on current research theory to tie those two different areas together as we explore these questions together.
I'm Jim Pope. I teach on the interactive storytelling unit. We'll be looking at how audiences interact with narratives, especially in digital environments, although we will look at pre-digital storytelling as well. Mainly though, we're going to concentrate on interactivity in the digital area, and we're going to be looking at particular kinds of narratives that are built only for digital media and include interactivity as a key aspect of the way they're made.
I'm Bronwyn Thomas and I lead a unit on market and audiences. This is a unit that focuses on the commercial and cultural practices that surround literary and other texts. So, for example, we look at the marketing for adaptations of books to film, and we also look at the design of bookshops.
Culture and Controversy looks at a selection of controversial texts ranging from Lady Chatterley's Lover to American Psycho. We'll study the stories themselves alongside the publicity and reception they received and reflect on the reasons why different tales have attracted negative attention and the various forms this can take. So you'll gain insight into negotiating controversy and fine-tune your cultural awareness, all skills you'll need in any job operating where the territory is controversial.
If you're thinking of working in any industry where texts appear to a specific public, then the MA in Literary Media will raise your profile above the competition. And employment areas could be working for publishing, digital marketing, features, copywriting, brand management, in recruitment, maybe on the radio, social media, possibly fashion or film marketing, public relations, communication management, book production, and writing in film, theatre and maybe TV. Also, maybe a gateway into a PhD and a professional academic career in the English and media fields.
I wanted to do an MA because my bachelor's degree is in advertising, and it was very geared towards getting you into the workplace straight away. Having said that, the sort of end of the degree began to focus on cultural studies and how advertising fits in with that. And so that made me think about carrying on in education more. So I felt like I wasn't done with higher education and I wanted to do a master's.
I'm an international student, so I actually study in Germany, an MA right now. And I wanted to do an MA because I studied communication and media in my bachelor's degree. And I kind of wanted to have a topic I can really get into. So I started to study book studies and film studies as an MA.
Well, I wanted to do an MA because I did modern languages and related literature in Italy as a bachelor, and I found out that I wasn't that much interested in languages anymore after having studied languages for like 10 years at school as well. And I wanted to continue my studies in more literature-based subjects and cultural things as well.
I chose this MA because I studied the BA English here at BU beforehand, and I really enjoyed it, and I felt like my time at BU wasn't finished and I wanted to continue, and I also received a scholarship, which was quite an important part of the decision to stay at BU.
It's quite broad as well, and it's really interesting, it's really creative at the same time, so I like it for that reason, because it's totally different from other kinds of MAs.
Yeah, I would agree. I was looking at other types of cultural studies MAs, and they focused very much on critical studies, whereas this MA looks at literary studies, book history, cultural studies, media, film, crosses a broad spectrum.
I did this MA because it's kind of about book studies. It's kind of my topic I do in Germany, but it's also a little bit more into literature. So in my course at home, I just do marketing and book history, but here I can also get into literature and interactive storytelling, which is so interesting. I really like that.
For me, it was something that I'd never done before. So I've never attempted to create something like an interactive story, so something digital, despite being in marketing for a while. So it was a completely new field, but there was lots of support from the lecturers to be able to gain the skills to complete the assignment. And it's been a really new but fun process.
I think especially because of markets and audiences, I think I would like to go into marketing if I wouldn't do a PhD.
The MA provides you with a knowledge foundation to go into the workplace, or equips you with the academic skills to continue on to PhDs or perhaps PGCE.
I would quite like to maybe go into publishing or something of that structure. But at the same time, I'm quite focused on teaching. I quite enjoy teaching. It's something I've done before, and it's something that I would very much like to work towards. So
I'm currently in a marketing communications role for an organisation who resettle refugees, and obviously focusing on marketing in my research has really helped, but also things like studying about British culture has been really interesting to bring that into work as well, and just also developing my writing skills as well.
I hope to be working in a creative industry like writing or writing scripts or books, hopefully someday.
Well, there's all sorts of benefits. There's scholarships, there's discounts, there's special deals for international students and so on. So you just need to do an online search of MA Literary Media, Bournemouth University, and you'll find the details there.
And outside of the campus itself, Bournemouth is a really interesting place to be. It's dynamic, it's developing, it's changing all the time. Plus, it's got a beach. What more do you want?